Hi friends, Namaste. I am Ananta Sharma. In the previous video, I explained to you the timing of the natives getting a job in a high school as a teacher. And now in this video, I will show you the another event, that is getting a job, a lecturer job in a college. That is a continuation of the same post. Continuation. So he resigned one day and he joined this post again. But there are two different events. There are two different organizations, two different posts. But the Mahadasha is the same, Kumbha Mahadasha. But the Antardasha is different. Now I will show you how the Antardasha, Mahadasha are connected to the padas and karakas for getting the job. So the native god appointed lecturer in a government college in September 1976. He joined duty on 20th September, 1976. This was a job of his liking and expectation. It was a permanent job. He worked there for 30 years till his retirement. That was during the Kumbha Karkataka period. That is Kumbha Karkataka period. In the previous case, just before a previous video, the event was Kumbha Tola period. Then the 10th from Tola is Karkataka. Now here it is Kumbha Karkataka period. So the 10th from Antardasha Rasi in the previous case was Karkataka. Now this Antardasha sign itself is Karkataka. That was Kumbha Karkataka period. That is during the Antardasha of Karkataka from 8th May 1976 to 8th January 1977, 8 months. Because the Mahadasha is the same, Kumbha Mahadasha, in the Mahadasha of Kumbha, which operated from 8th September 1973 to 8th September 1981. That is 8 years. So here we have to compare two events and the corresponding two Antardashas. I am always talking about comparison. Comparison means that there must be the difference in the planetary strengths and combinations, which give two different jobs of two different natures. One is a permanent job and the is a temporary job. One is a temporary job and the other is a permanent job. So hence, we have to compare two events, the corresponding to Antardashas. The previous job was a school teacher job, which happened in the Kumbha Tola period. Now, the present job is a government college lecturer job, which happened during the Kumbha Karkataka period. I repeat, previous was Kumbha Tola period. This is Kumbha Karkataka period. So let us analyze the present Kumbha Karkataka period. The Antardashas and Karkataka is not occupied by any planet. The same we studied this Karkataka in the previous video also. And then it was the 10th from Antardasha sign. Now this is the Antardasha sign itself. So Karkataka is not occupied or aspected by any planet. Karkataka is aspected by Uttarpada A5 in Vrishchika and by 5th Dashakaraka Rahu, that's K5 from Kumbha. A5 and K5, they signify teaching profession. The Lord of the Antardasha sign, that's all about the Antardasha and Karkataka. There is no other planet or pada aspect in Karkataka. Now the Lord of Antardasha period, Antardasha sign, that is Antardasha sign Karkataka, the Lord is Moon. Moon combines with Ketu in Simha. Moon is the 7th Dashakaraka and Ketu is the 8th Dashakaraka, malefic K8. Here, Moon and Ketu aspect Mesha, which is the 10th from the Antardasha sign Karkataka. Moon and Ketu, this combination, they are in Simha. They aspect Mesha, which is the 10th from Antardasha sign, Antardasha sign, 10th from Antardasha sign Karkataka, that is Mesha. So is this is how the Mahadasha in Kumbha and the Antardasha in Karkataka are mutually connected. Kumbha and Karkataka are aspecting each other. And Rahu in Kumbha is aspecting Karkataka. That is so the relationship between Mahadasha and Antardasha is established. Again, there must be some relation between the Antardasha and the 10th from Antardasha. So here, Lord of Antardasha and Moon with Ketu is aspecting the 10th from Antardasha sign. So they are mutually connected. And how the Antardasha sign Karkataka and the 10th from Antardasha sign, that is Mesha, are connected with each other through Moon and Ketu. So when compared with the Kumbha Tula period, this Kumbha Karkataka period is, in both the cases, Karkataka is common. But Karkataka was the 10th from, Karkataka was the 10th from Antardasha and Tola in the previous case. Now, the Karkataka is the Antardasha sign. The 10th from Antardasha sign Karkataka is Mesha. Mesha is not occupied by any pada or any planet. Mesha is aspected by A5 from Pushtika and by K5 Rahu from Mahadasha sign Kumbha. So here A5 and K5 signify teaching profession. Mesha is further aspected by Moon and Ketu from Kumbha, from Simha. We already know the Moon is K7 and also the Lord of Antardasha sign. Ketu is a malefic K8. So far, Karkataka and Mesha have the same two important aspects, those of A5 from Ursika and K5 Rahu. But the combination of A10, the 10 from A10, their lords, that is Lord of A10, Lord of A10 Jupiter or Lord of 10 from A10 Mercury are not seen here. 10 from are not connected to Karkataka and Mesha. So Jupiter and Mercury are not connected to this Karkataka and Mesha. Now see the Lord of the Lord of the 10th from Antardasha and Mesha, that is Mars. Mars also the Lord of Vrishtika, that is A5, and he is the Lord of the 10th from Antardasha sign, that is Mesha. Now, he is best Dashakaraka K9, Lord of A5. Mars occupies Kanya, which is the 10th from A10 Dhanus. Mars combines with Saturn and Venus in Kanya, that is the 10th from A10. Then also Mars is aspected by Jupiter from Dhanus and by Mercury from Mithuna. Saturn is the Lord of Mahadasha sign, best Dashakaraka K1 and K10. Venus is K2 and K11. Mercury is the Lord of Kanya, the 10th from A10, but is the malefic 6th Dashakaraka K6. Jupiter is the Lord of A10 Dhanus and the benefic 4th Dashakaraka. So the Lord of the Lord of 10th from Antardasha sign, Mesha, that is Mars, is subjected to the uh, association and aspects of benefic padas A10, A5, A10, 10 from A10, and four planets, Saturn, Mars, Venus, best Dashakarakas, Jupiter, and Mercury, the Lord of 10th from 8th. So we have now noticed the same situation as in the case of Tula Antardasha in the Mahadasha of Kumbha. And the Karkataka Antardasha, where the 10th from Antardasha sign Tola, that is Karkataka, is the same as the Antardasha sign Karkataka in the present situation. Though Karkataka, its Lord Moon are not connected to 8 or 10th from 8 are their lords, Jupiter or Mercury. Only the lord of Tola Venus, in the previous case, is connected to the lords of Aten and the 10th from Aten. Now, in this case, Mars is connected to the lords of 10th from Aten and the Padas 10th from Aten. Now, we have to explain why during Kumbha Tola period the native got a temporary job of a teacher post in a high school, while during the present Kumbha Karkataka period the native got a permanent job as a lecturer in a government college. To my mind, to my mind, it is the only difference I observed appears to be the Antardasya in Tola is occupied by debilitated malefic sun, the third and 12th Dashakaraka. The sun aspects moon in the Simha. Moon is the lord of Karkataka, which is the Karkataka, which is the 10th from Antardasya sign Tola. In both the Antardasya sign Tola and both the Antardasya sign Tola and the 10th from Mahad Antardasya sign Karkataka are severely uh, afflicted. But in the latter case, the case Kumbha Karkataka period, the lord of the Antardasya in Karkataka is a moon, has the same afflictions by sun. But the 10th from Antardasya in Mesha has no affliction whatsoever. This is the only difference I found. The 10th from Antardasya sign has no or its lord. The 10th from Antardasya sign Mesha or its lord Mars have no affliction. The Mars is aspected by Ketu, by K8 Ketu, and by Moon K7 full moon and K8 Ketu. Ketu is malefic, no doubt, but Moon is benefic to compensate the malefic nature. But debilitated Sun has no influence on Mesha. Moon is the lord of Antardasya sign, aspecting the 10th from the 10th from Moon is the lord of Antardasya sign, that is Karkataka, aspecting the 10th from Antardasya sign Mesha. That Moon is aspecting Mesha. That is the 10th from Antardasya sign. Ketu is K8 and no doubt is a malefic influence, and it outweighs the influence of when moon outweighs his malefic influence by only to some extent. So the difference between the Antardasya size Tola and Kumbha Karkataka, that is Kumbha Tola and Kumbha Karkataka, may be further stated by the US. Thank you.